welcome back to Bevo's Pantry. Hang on a second, open my beer. Today, we're going to take a little trip across the old pond, the old Atlantic pond, and take a little beer called Polliner beer. I drank a few gallons of this beer when I was stationed over in Germany. I had the distinct, pleasure of going to Oktoberfest. And Polliner tent and the Hofbrau tent were two of the busiest tents I ever saw at the Oktoberfest. And I think it was $8 for a liter of beer. That was back in the 90s, and it was worth it. Maybe $5-6. Who knows? I don't know. All you do is you take a couple $100 and you're going to get lit. And it's a fantastic time. If you notice the head on this beer, that's going to stay there for a while. That's just the way German lagers are. It's so tasty. We'll taste that in a minute. The first thing I want to talk about is, a lot of comedians really piss me off, and they're pussies, because Amy Schumer's done it, Jimmy Fallon's done it, Chris Rock had to do it. Chris Rock had a tweet, this is about 4 or 5 years ago, and they went back about 10,000 tweets on his account, and they found something that he said it was mean. And he ended up apologizing for it, man. Look, when you're a professional comedian, I'm just going to guess you say some shit that's funny, right? Back in 95, whatever it was, 2000, 2010. And it's funny back then. And it's still funny today, but someone's going to get butthurt by it. But once you say something, it's over with. You said it, you meant it. It was funny. Especially if you're a comedian, it's just comedy. Maybe it's cringe humor, whatever. But when you say something, it's just done, right? But someone wants you to say you're fucking sorry because you said some mean shit. Well, too bad for the pussies out there that can't take the humor. It's just funny. But it also leads me to the next point. If you say something, you can kind of F up and, I didn't mean to, whatever. Maybe you spoke out of turn. You didn't know all the information. You made a judgment call. You said some things not knowing the facts. Then you can kind of retort on that. Maybe maybe shut your mouth until you know everything. A lot of people have that problem, don't they? They don't know what the hell they're talking about, but they blow their mouth off anyway, thinking they're the subject matter fucking expert in everything they open their mouth about. But when you start talking and you say something and you meant it, that's over to say you said it. And you shouldn't apologize for any of that crap. And when you have some of these, and a lot of these, just like I remember it. It's so good. So crisp. Not a harsh aftertaste. Doesn't really linger. Goes away. It's got good flavor. Not very hoppy at all. Okay. But when you say some shit when you're on the liquor or the beer, that's just the stuff that's a lubricant. It comes right out, and you say what you're going to say anyway. So don't come to me apologizing for shit you said. If you said it, you meant it. It's okay. I can take it. I'm a man. I'm a grown-up. I'm not a baby. I'm not a pussy. So if you say some shit, you mean some shit. That's okay. That's what we like. In Bevo land, that's what we do. We drink beer, we tell stories, and so we talk about people. Matter of fact, if you're in a big group, you're going to be talking to some people, right? You're going to be talking about some motherfuckers out there. And that's just what we do. If you're not there, we're talking about your ass. God guarantee it. When I'm not around people who are talking about me, I'm an asshole. I am a self-proclaimed, self-centered asshole. I know that. I own it. It's just who I am. I care about what I'm doing. Okay? I want that fucking known. Don't sit there, Mike doesn't have any feelings. I do. I feel like drinking beer. That's my feelings. Polliner beer, get you some. But everybody apologizes for all this shit. And it's pussifying America. If you say something, you stick to that shit. You don't go back in your Twitter, your Instagram, your Facebook, and you say, oh, I'm sorry for calling your kid a little twat. That's probably because they are. They're pussified. They don't get hurt. Do you know, speaking of kids getting hurt, did you know just recently, this is May the 6th in 2021, just within the last few days, Peloton is recalling its equipment and refunding people their money because kids are getting hurt. There's like 4 or 5 kids a year getting injured or killed or some shit with the Peloton and treadmills. What the hell? Kids have been getting hurt striking matches for fucking how many years, right? And kids have been playing on train track trusses, right? Going across that train truss, see if they can get across the fucking bridge before the train comes. Maybe they're doing some other crap on three-wheeled ATVs. Remember those back in the 80s? And they're killing themselves, hurting themselves, sticking knives in light sockets, electric sockets, outlets, stuff like that. Trying to twitch wires together to jumpstart something, blow this shit up. Kids get hurt. That's just the way it goes. But let's refund it with the money because Caleb and Charlie and Harley and Kahuli all get hurt. Bunch of pussies. Oh my god, come on, man. Whatever. Beer. Beer doesn't hurt anybody. Now, the after effects of drinking beer will get you hurt. But I digress. So if you say something, you're going to mean that something, okay? I had another thought too. And it has to go along the same thing. You can't please everyone. You know, when it comes to making people happy, right? A DJ will tell you this. Listen to the Woody Show on Alt 98.7 out of LA. It's on. You can stream it. It's probably the best radio show out there because Woody is not apologetic. He's real. He keeps the show on track to keep everything 100%. And just like he says, you know, we are in a politically incorrect world where everything out there is so messed up. So what he says is insensitivity training for the politically incorrect world. So, because everybody's so goddamn butthurt, man, over everything. And you cannot make everybody happy. And a disc jockey, a radio guy, a guy playing music at a wedding reception will tell you the same thing. I will make 85 to 95% of my people happy here. The rest of them will be all pissed off. Well, fuck the 15 or 10%, whatever it is. Don't worry about those. Know your crowd. Aim for those people that you think you're going to please and please them. Screw everybody else. Who gives a shit about them? If they come up and want to complain and piss about they got shot with a new bullet, well, that's their problem. You know what I'm saying? If they just don't, I'm not happy. I don't have the glass slipper life. I'm not fancy. I'm not whatever. You're playing the wrong song. I don't like that song. You're wearing the wrong shirt. I don't like your penis. Well, who cares? But most of the people are going to be happy with what you're doing, unless you're just a dick, right? A dick doesn't please anybody, unless you're a whore. That was funny. Come on. So don't try to please everybody, man. It's not going to happen. But you can please most of the people some of the time. But you're not going to please everybody all the time. It's just not just going to happen. So don't apologize for that shit either. You please who you can please, especially your woman folk or your man folk that you're married to or stuck with. Other than that, live a good life and be happy. That's what life's all about anyway. It's not about, I gotta please make sure everybody's happy. You're wasting your fucking time. It is not gonna happen. Do what you're gonna do and don't apologize for that shit. Make yourself happy first and then everybody else. Remember, there's a line between being self-centered and a blend and helping somebody else and doing what they want you to do. I help my wife out. I do what she wants to do. Mother's Day weekend is coming up like pretty damn quick. It's like tomorrow, tomorrow's Mother's Day weekend. So I'm going to do what my wife wants to do. Sometimes that has gotten me in trouble. I got scolded one time because I did what my wife wanted to do and I got yelled at. Not going to go into that story, but I don't give a shit. What she wants to do, I do. My woman, she runs my world. What is that rotation thing? Orbit. That's what it is. I'm orbiting around my wife's world. She makes me tick. She knows it makes me tick. I love my wife. She's my best buddy. Anyway, I'm getting all soppy and I'm going to start crying. I'll rename myself and name it Caleb. Anyway, so that's that. Keep it cool, man. Don't worry about pleasing nobody. Please yourself and your woman, the friends around you. Just keep everybody happy, but you're not going to make anybody happy. Don't bitch about everything. Don't do that. And above all, you know, don't do not compromise your self worth by apologizing to people if you've pissed them off. You know what? They'll come back around. Maybe you fucked it up. I don't know. Doesn't matter. But if you're a comedian out there, if you want to be funny and you say some edgy shit, I'll say some edgy shit. I don't care. I'm not going to apologize for it. That's just who I am. You take me for who I am, my comedy, whatever it's going to be. I'm just saying if I was a comedian. But as a person, people have to accept who you are. Right? And you have to accept people who they are. And that's just the way it works. Anyway, that's enough of my Bevo rant. It's going to be a great weekend. It's going to be 100 101 here in the AZ. It just couldn't be any better. Bevo's Pantry. Just remember, quit wasting time and let's get wasted. And always look for good times, good food, and good drink. This is Bevo out. No, this is Bevo. Bevo's Pantry. I've only had half a beer. Well, actually, I had a 40 ounce too. Anyway, I had this. We're good. Keep it real out there. Love you. Summertime's here, baby. Let's get the good times rolling. All right.